What up, YouTube? I am Valerie. This is absolutely positively me, and I've made a What's for Dinner video. This might have been an accumulation of me marathoning every season of Top Chef that I could get on Hulu, and then kind of having a mini midlife crisis where I'm like, I should become a chef. I should go to cooking school. And looking up cooking school and being like, oh no, that's way too expensive. like, ultimately I just decided to buy a Bon Appetit subscription, so that's what happened with that. I'm not that level though. Let's not get it twisted. I ain't that good. But I do think I am. I think my food is tasty. So based on that alone, I decided a what's for dinner video is acceptable. So a little rundown for you. I am a full-time working mom. I have two children, one 4, one 6. They don't really eat a lot of my food. And it hurts my soul. But I'm trying not to let them know that. Anyway. But, I come home from work around 5 o'clock and oh no, I get done work at 5, so I don't even get home until like 5:30. So the meals I cook have to have, a certain time frame involved. And I like to cook from scratch, so I don't do frozen things usually. There's no real meal prep kinda. If I have to get something prepped before I leave for work, that will happen. But generally, I kind of meal plan and then I just do it. So follow me along for this journey. Taco Tuesday. White people taco night. My daughter has dance class and I get home later than usually do, so Tuesday meals need to be something simple and quick. This night we had tacos, very basic tacos, ground turkey, seasoning packet, and a couple of dashes of Frank's Red Hot. A few dashes of this does not produce very much heat. My 6-year-old and babysitter who do not like spicy food will eat this taco meat. I feel adding the red hot gives the meat a kick and acid that is needed. So that was our taco night. And it was satisfying enough. On this Wednesday night, I was going to glaze a boneless ham. I have never glazed a boneless ham before and only ever done it in a in-bone ham. I was able to get as far as making the glaze, but then I got my first ever emergency call while being on call. I had to leave, and Amy had to finish cooking for me. She glazed the ham, put it in the oven, and let it come to temperature. She also cooked the potatoes. When I finally returned home, I mixed olive oil and lemon pepper to the asparagus and roasted them in the oven till they became tender. It was a decent dish. And oh my gosh, did it produce the leftovers. And on Thursday night, we had those leftovers. There was so much ham, you have no idea. I should have showed the bag, but we decided to have a leftover night. And when my family has leftover ham, we do toasted ham sandwiches. I have very basic needs when it comes to a toasted ham sandwich. They have to be on a Kaiser roll, there has to be 2 slices of cheese, and after it's good and toasted, add the mustard. My husband is a little different. He did not use mustard. We have a bottle of the Arby's horsey sauce, and he used that. He prefers ham with horseradish sauce. I don't know. That's just what he prefers. And here's our nice toasted ham and cheese sandwiches. And nothing toasts up quite like American cheese does. So that's what we had that night. So on Friday, because we had leftovers Thursday, what we had on Friday was actually supposed to be Thursday's meal. I don't know why I'm telling you all that. You don't really need to know, do you? Anyway, I made stuffed peppers, and let me tell you, I was unprepared for these stuffed peppers. I knew I had ground turkey, I knew I had the peppers available. I did not have tomato sauce that I usually add, but I remember once using a can of tomato soup as a substitute, and it basically gives the same effect. It's not the best, but good in a pinch. I also used rice cauliflower instead of the regular rice. The only time I put in real rice in my stuffed peppers is when we have Chinese takeout and have some rice from that. I was worried about the lack of sauce, would make the inside of the pepper dry, but when I cut into the pepper, you can see that it is very moist. I imagine that also because of the frozen cauliflower rice that I added to the dish. Oh, that's a terrible sentence. I imagine that it was also because of the frozen cauliflower rice that I had in the dish. I was also worried about the seasoning. I usually put in oregano in the dish and I was completely out. The dish was not missing any seasoning, and the majority of the flavor I think was coming from the four cheese pizza shredded cheese that I had added to the dish. I think this was one of my best stuffed peppers. So tonight was actually kind of interesting. It was supposed to be um, chicken Alfredo with mushrooms. Then it became, oh, I have spinach I have to use. So it became mushrooms, spinach, and chicken Alfredo. And then it became, oh, I have spinach and cheese ravioli. So it became Alfredo, mushrooms, spinach with spinach and cheese ravioli. And I decided to omit the chicken and I made garlic bread. Which honestly, everything that I make, my daughter will certainly eat my garlic bread. So there's that. On Sunday, I decided I would like to hurt myself and make pizza from scratch. My form obviously needs some work, but this actually turned out really good, and I was surprised. These were the first two that I actually made, and they're thick boys. Have to check the bottom for doneness because you don't want a soggy bottom pizza. But they look done. And, after I had it, I was thinking, oh, this dough would be so good for deep dish pizza. But that's for another day. Actually, today, I think I'm supposed to try and make pizza again. Maybe I'll do a deep dish for this. Who knows? I shouldn't make pizza on Sunday though, because I also have to do laundry. That doesn't bode well for time management. Anyway, this pizza, the dough that I use, and I'll link it in the video because the dough was surprising, and it actually was really good.
All right, that was my what's for dinner. If I was to pick what was my favorite meal, or at least most surprising, was the pizza. I honestly didn't think I would like it as much as I did. I kind of thought that dough was not going to work out, but it did, and I was really happy about that. Would make it again. Oh my gosh.
Hey, you can't. I can't.
Yeah, because it's not about you.
Where's the camera?
Right there.
Hi. Well, my cheek is red because, well, I was like that.
Oh.
Like that.
Why were you doing that?
I was watching stuff. I always do.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Why you got an attitude with me about it?
Ask.
Okay. All right. Well, that was my video. Thank you. Goodbye.